Okay, so we're trying to figure out what we're going to do about school in the fourth grade, right?
Yeah.
Because you're having problems in school. So, what do you think?
Well, going to a different school in a different state.
I don't know about a different state. Maybe just a different school around Oklahoma.
And in staying at my regular school, both has pretty much a negative and a positive.
Uh-huh.
The negative, the negative about me going to a different school is that I probably miss my friends.
Okay. That's a negative. Okay, what's the positive about going to a different school?
Well, the positive is that maybe it might help me.
Help you what? Learn better?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what's our goal here?
Our goal is to try and get enough work for me to be able to move on.
Move on to what?
College.
Oh, college. So fourth grade and then college. So, do we have any ideas about what we want to do when we grow up?
Yeah.
What are some things you might want to do
Well,
that college would help you with?
well, you can be more than one thing when you grow up.
Yeah, like me, right? I
Yeah.
EMT and I'm a photographer, right?
Yeah.
So you have options, especially if you go to college. So what are your things?
I'm going to do two things.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to be an Egyptologist.
An Egyptologist, okay.
And you know those chemical scientists? You know, like Albert Einstein and all those.
Yeah, I do.
Well, I'd like to be one of those scientists.
I see. Kind of figuring out the mysteries of the world, huh? Like figuring out about atoms and molecules and
Yeah.
all that jazz, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds fun enough. So that's definitely something you need to go to college to figure out.
Yeah.
So, what about what about that? I mean, how do you feel about just from your end? How do you feel about going to a different school? Do you think you've said the good things and you said the bad things? What do you think?
Well,
Do you think that should be a good option on the table that we talk about?
I haven't said the negative and positive of the other choice yet.
What's the other choice?
The other choice is staying at my school here.
What's the positive of that?
The positive is that I won't miss my friends that much.
Okay. And the negative?
And the negative is that I'll still be having those problems a little often, I think.
Yeah. Might make it harder to excel, huh?
Yeah.
So, there's a third option, which is called homeschool. Do you know what that is?
Homeschool?
Do you know what that is?
Oh, it's when a child is learning at home.
Right, and there's like your classes and stuff, or a lot of your assignments are on the computer because it's an internet-based school. So your teachers actually are in a class somewhere, but they're teaching you from the internet, and me and mom are the ones who are here helping you through it and showing you your assignments, and then you do them on a computer or on paper, and then we send them in via the internet, and they grade them, and that's how you go to school. You don't actually go to a classroom. That's an option as well. What do you think about that?
Well, the negative and positive about that
Uh-huh.
is that I I'm well I might miss my friends, and there's another there's a tiny other negative to it.
What's the other tiny negative?
You know how we really don't know we don't really like doing work, right?
Yeah.
Well, instead of having to do the work at school, when you're homeschooled, you have to do the work at home.
Right.
When you still have some times to goof off and play.
Yeah, well, I mean, you would still have time to goof off and play at home, even if you were homeschooled. You would even probably take a recess, even. It would be like you'd get up in the morning and start working and then quit and go to bed. You wouldn't be in school. You wouldn't be doing schoolwork just as much. You'd be doing it, off and on throughout the day.
Yeah, but the only thing we do other than brain pop at school is work. Whenever we're in the class.
Well, that's what school is. School is work. So the only advantages to homeschooling is that you advance as fast as you feel you can. So you don't have to wait for the third grade to be over. If you've already done all your work and you just get it done, then you're just ready to move on to the fourth grade.
Well, the positive of homeschool is that whenever you're done with your homeschool, you don't have to wait in long lines for them to call your name in the car line. You know how slow the car line is?
Pretty slow?
It takes about 3 hours until I hear my name called on the walkie-talkie they hold.
I see. Well, I think your brothers are going to interrupt us now because they're goofballs. But that was a good talk.
Guys? What the heck?
Guys. Calm down, buddy. Hey, don't bite him. Your brothers are crazy. Back off, Dino.